a lot of people have emailed me about this story, first reported by the Chicago Tribune, where Jennifer Cramblett, who's a white woman in Ohio, filed a lawsuit against the Midwest Sperm Bank after she was inseminated with and gave birth to a child not from the specific donor that she and her partner chose, who happened to be white, but from an African-American sperm donor instead. And I've been getting emails, Lewis, from people saying, David, this is straight up racism. Why do they care what the race of their child is? And from others saying, you know what, David, it happens that the race of the donor was different, but really the issue is that it was not the donor they chose, and thus it is not an issue of racism. And I've explored this in detail, Lewis. And to give you a little more background, Cramblett and her partner, Amanda Zincon, they went through all of these different candidate bios, so to speak, and they settled on a donor known to them as donor number 308, who was a Caucasian man. And when Cramblett was already pregnant and ready to order more vials of sperm to start planning another child, the couple realized that they originally received the sperm donation from donor number 330, not 308, and 330 happens to be black. And Cramblett told the Today Show that they had chosen a blonde-hair, blue-eyed individual so that the child would closely resemble her partner, who has that appearance. And now the couple says they gave birth to Peyton, who's a beautiful, obviously mixed-race child, a baby girl. Jennifer bonded with Peyton easily, and she and Amanda love her very much. But they contracted with the sperm bank for one particular donor, and they received the donation from a different donor. So let's stop here, and I'll give my analysis. There is nothing racist about suing over having received the wrong sperm. In other words, it's more easily discernible because they were expecting a white donor and they got a black donor, and that's noticeable in the child, but they would have the same right to sue even if they had received a donation incorrectly from a different white donor. So far, Lewis, agree or disagree with me?
So far, I agree with you.
Okay. The place where I'm getting to a problem are the specific reasons why this couple has stated they didn't want a black child. And this includes acknowledging that they are socially and mentally unprepared to raise a child that is mixed race. Okay, that's kind of teetering on the verge of something reasonable. Cramblett admits she was raised around stereotypical attitudes about people other than those in her all-white environment, that she has a limited cultural competency, that she lives in a racially intolerant small town. She worries about her unconsciously offensive family. And this kind of paints a picture of what they're saying would be a steep learning curve in knowing how to deal with a child that isn't white. And here I am more concerned. On the one hand, you could say, well, they're very astutely recognizing that they may not be equipped to provide the child with the best environment for the child. And you could say it's good that they're recognizing that. On the other hand, you could say, well, this is kind of just thinly veiled lack of tolerance. And the reality is that if they love their child and if they're good parents, they're going to do the right thing for that child, regardless of the child's race. So here is where I'm starting to feel a little less comfortable with the explanations they've been giving.
Yeah, it seems a little bit off. I completely understand wanting to sue the sperm bank because it's quite an investment you're making here. You enter into this contract and you are, they're thrown through a loop. I understand that, but their reasons, their verbiage, their language here is just a little strange to me.
Yeah, I agree. Send me your thoughts. What do you think about this?